scheduled for one fall, and it is a respect match. The respect match stipulates that the loser must confess verbally and confirm that they respect the winner by saying, "I respect you."
Oh, really?
Okay. Introducing first.
A respect match as your third. William Taylor and Nick Shostastyk going back and forth on social media for the last couple of weeks. Perhaps a little bit of a lack of respect felt on both ends of things.
New York, Japan.
As we await the arrival of the runaway model. As we await the arrival of the runaway model. Shostastyk certainly taking his time, which I can only assume would not be kosher in the fashion industry. You have to hit your times if you're hitting that runway. Shostastyk surprisingly conspicuous in his absence.
Tonight's the night you can earn some respect around here for a change.
Finally waiting on the rec room elevator.
That handsome girl. Wow, looking good, baby. Let's go get him. Ooh la la.
That's William Taylor behind him with the chair to the back of Shostastyk in the locker room of the Love Pro Wrestling. Well, locker room. Redundancy can be redundant. A little redundant in his fist there is white shirt William Taylor hauling Shostastyk out through the front. It sounds like there's a commotion in the gorilla position. Shostastyk hauled out by white shirt William Taylor. After that vicious attack in the back as Shostastyk, rightfully so, admired himself in the mirror at the Rec Room South Edmonton. But it doesn't matter the methods. White shirt William Taylor just looking to earn some respect, and you're certainly going to do it when you're hitting someone's chest with an open fist like that.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, it's not like William Taylor to draw back and forth with the referee. That never happens. Some language there from the audience that we can't say on PG programming. Shostastyk and William Taylor on the floor, tossing the runaway model into the chairs to the back of the venue. Whether you're in the first or the fifth, you've got a front row seat here at Pro Wrestling.
How many times I got to tell him? My respect.
Taylor mocking the camera as Judge Ben Oomen tries to get some semblance of control back in this match.
Get in the fucking ring, dude. I'm not starting the match until you get in the ring. Bring him inside the fucking ring.
Trying to regain some control. Williams seating Shostastyk down before a vicious blow to the face of the runaway model. Before biting his forehead. It's illegal in about 71 countries. And usually illegal in a professional wrestling match.
Move that cameraman.
Stop telling him to move and fight in the ring, dude. We're not having a match out here.
Taylor grabbing Shostastyk by the collar, taking him for a tour of the Rec Room South Edmonton. A beautiful venue, but Shostastyk should be able to see it on his own time, not in the middle of a match where one's attempting to earn some respect. Taylor mocking the camera as Shostastyk struggles to recover there on the floor of the Rec Room. Judge Ben Oomen doing his due diligence and making sure that the runaway model is all right.
Enough. Forget it.
Paying a visit to some familiar faces.
How you bloody doing? You think you're going to get your hand raised? I already did.
Choking the collar out of Nick Shostastyk, who hasn't had a chance to get back on his feet since the start of this match. Another vicious bite on the part of white shirt William Taylor.
Easy,
It's the most egregious move I've seen in a soccer jersey since Zinedine Zidane.
It's too delicious.
Shostastyk getting back up to his feet, albeit only for a moment before being tossed into that pillar, courtesy of white shirt William Taylor.
Very stupid, wasn't it? Gonna get that decision yet?
Tomorrow night, William Taylor challenges for the Love Pro Wrestling Scramble Championship, though I do say that challenge is with an asterisk beside it, considering both Rose and Nasty Nate Nixon in that contest, as well as Wolf Boy Will Mantla. who we saw here earlier tonight. Shostastyk finally getting back into the ring. This match has not officially started, according to Judge Ben Oomen. The bell has not rung. Shostastyk looking to get his hands on William Taylor. Ben just making sure that he's able to do so physically.
Ring the bell, man.
Ring it.
Taylor looking no worse for wear as the bell rings, but Shostastyk right into the action, and we got a Donnybrook in the middle of the ring. I will stress an open palm to the forehead of white shirt William Taylor. They may not be teeth, but getting some vengeance in a similar spot. Off the ropes, springboards into the elbow, and white shirt William Taylor's spine hits the pine. Shostastyk collecting himself quickly, hoisting him into that Olympic slam. Quickly rolling him over for the 1 count, the 2 count, but not necessarily a 3.
You want to eat the chair?
Go the hair. Go the hair. Go the hair.
Oh, my ring.
Shostastyk outside the ropes. William Taylor taking a minute to let the fans know how he feels about him before turning his attention back to his opponent, and maybe didn't want to wait all that bad. Shostastyk with that power slam through the ropes, some unique offense in the form of the runaway model. Collecting himself with Taylor on the pine into that beautiful elbow drop. Just a 2 count again, courtesy of Judge Ben Oomen. Shostastyk looking to gain some momentum heading into tomorrow night's matchup, taking on Lumberjack Mary Woods.
White shirt.
Shooting William Taylor off the ropes. Reversal, however, going for the big old lariat. Springboards again. However, this time Taylor collects him by the waist into a big old German suplex. Taking a moment to admire his work, wipe his hands. Taylor looking to get back on track after a fatal 4-way matchup last weekend at Black Hole Pro's debut event here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Locked and loaded on the runaway model. Cycles in a big forearm and a big forehead. Fortune's tossing Shostastyk over his shoulders. Looks like that early sneak attack courtesy of William Taylor is starting to pay some dividends. The runaway model a little bit run down, some unique offense earlier tonight, but William Taylor firmly in control as of this moment. And he knows it.
Looking better, white shirt. White shirt.
Taking a minute to share some love with the LPW faithful here. Thank you for taking time to spend with us here at the Rec Room South Edmonton on Thursday, June 26th. The gator roll over to Nick Shostastyk, collecting him by the neck. And a big old suplex once again to the runaway model. However, Shostastyk still able to kick out at 2, and William Taylor starting to see some frustration on the Welshman's face. Fighting, of course, out of Welland Garden City, United Kingdom. Famous for their calm, cool, collected temperaments. Unfortunately, not in display right now. William Taylor with the quick sneak attack and the quick work. Continuing on Shostastyk, the elbow to the back of the neck. Obviously, Shostastyk not a Wu-Tang Clan fan. Not protecting the neck.
It's time.
Getting him up for that pile driver. Bouncing him off the ropes and a big old drop kick courtesy of the runaway model, Nick Shostastyk. Taking every opportunity he can to get some momentum back. A big old potato to the chest of William Taylor, reciprocated fairly quickly. Shostastyk firing up with another massive forearm to the chest of white shirt William Taylor. Aiming for the forehead, but you know that's going to frustrate Shostastyk. If there's one thing they say in modeling, don't touch the face. fourth. Blow for blow. Shostastyk with 3.
One more.
Firing up for one more, but hopping up with the knee is white shirt William Taylor. Roping the arm in. Sending Shostastyk off the ropes. Into a giant powerbomb courtesy of white shirt William Taylor. Rolling him over.
Come on, Nick. Come on. Show me all that fighting spirit. Show me all that fighting spirit.
I know this might be a respect match. You know there's no love lost between these two individuals. Shostastyk with the famouser to the back of the head of white shirt William Taylor, left reeling on the ground. Shostastyk firing the crowd up here at the Rec Room South Edmonton.
Let's go.
Runaway Model looking to head to the top rope, stepping outside of the ring. Taylor still looking to collect himself off the canvas.
Ooh la la's right. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la indeed with the crossbody. Shostastyk for the 2 count. Unfortunately, that is all he's going to get out of Judge Van Oomen. Runaway Model looking to collect himself. World traveled and looking to prove he's one of the best in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, doing a great job of showcasing that so far. Trying to host up white shirt William Taylor for another one of those Olympic slams. Unfortunately, Taylor too quick, plants the face to the ground, rolls him over for the 1, for the 2. Shostastyk looking for that throat though. And he's got Taylor in the sleeper hold.
Shoulders clear. You want to give it up?
Taylor struggling for air at this point, able to separate the legs and roll back over Shostastyk. Going for the quick 2 count pinfall attempt.
Desire driver.
Shostastyk calling for that desire driver. Unfortunately, some shots to the kidneys. However, reciprocating with some shots to the back, getting much more than the number indicated there from William Taylor. And one more, the face to the pine.
You're gonna respect
For Model, not much respecting the face of his opponent here is Nick Shostastyk. Like him in, aiming for that desire driver one more time. And the desire driver. And the 1, 2, 3 from Nick Shostastyk. Had a lot of fun, John, with your fans tonight, Will. You got a few words to say to the Runaway Model.
right here, baby. I did it.
Nick Shostastyk, of course, utilizing the theme of fashion television for you Canadian wrestling fans out there. And of course, as per the matchup, William Taylor now has to have a slice of humble pie before telling old Nick Shostastyk that he does, in fact, despite his actions earlier here tonight in the backstage area, respect the Runaway Model, which I'm certain is a pretty tough sentence for William Taylor to get out.
I don't make them. I just support them.
Taylor slow to his feet as expected, considering what he's got to do here in a couple of seconds.
I don't say this very often, and I won't ever say it again, but you gave me one hell of a match. So drink it in now, because this is the only time you're ever gonna hear me say these words ever again. Nick Shostastyk. Oh, God. I respect Nick Shostastyk. I respect him.
And there it is. White shirt William Taylor, I will say to his credit, he did as needed and was kind enough to do it, showcasing some respect there for the Runaway Model, Nick Shostastyk. Some well-deserved, might I add, respect for the Runaway Model here on Thursday night. Oh, I knew he was going to do that. he was going to do that. Just when you think someone's changed, they show you exactly who they are. When people show you who they are, believe them, and William Taylor has shown us who he is a number of times, but no more than he just showed Nick Shostastyk exactly who he is.
He's the bloody winner now.
Taking advantage of the brand new ring announcer, BJ Mack.
Your winner is from Weldon Garden City. He's 215 pounds. It's your winner, a white shirt, Will Taylor.
We're going to have to talk to BJ Mack on that end of things. Judge Ben Oomen holding the standard, laying the gavel down on White Shirt's end of things. Why are we playing his music?
I did it.
He didn't win anything. Getting through a little bit of a loophole, of course, saying he does respect Nick Shostastyk, and we all should respect Nick Shostastyk after an effort like that, but William Taylor taking advantage.